Right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Bit of a different start to this video in that I'm actually in it for a change. That's mainly because I didn't want you to see the car straight away, although a lot of you, if you follow the SD1, like forums, Facebook, things like that, will probably already know which car I'm talking about. I bought another Rover. Now, I've not done a YouTube video for a few months, and that's just because life's got in the way. I've had too much on, work, life. I guess everybody's been feeling the same. Motorbike projects are still going on in the background, although I don't really YouTube them too much. I've still got my Mark 1 Jaguar. That's still happening, although the builds for that one are incredible. This series is going to be a bit different. I wanted to show that you can drive a classic car, a retro car, on a budget, basically. Kind of inspired by my wife. She's done it recently, and I'll do a little video on her car in the coming weeks. But I don't know about a lot of you out there, but a lot of people seem to think that you need a big budget to drive a classic car. And you know, when you see things like E-Types and Aston Martins and things, yeah, fair enough, you do. But if you're just into the same kind of things that I'm into, you can do it relatively cheaply. And that's what I want to show on this video. So the aim of the video is to buy, I won't say restore, because this car's not going to get restored. It's just going to be recommissioned to a usable state. So buy, recommission and slightly improve a classic car for under £1,000. So it's not easy. We've kind of done it twice. Mel's, my wife's newest car, has cost a grand total of about £800–900. This one so far owes me bang on 500. I didn't actually pay to get it brought here. The guy I bought it off, Julian at Kits and Classics, check him out if you need anything doing on TVRs, offered me this car and kindly got it dropped off for me as well. So £500, that leaves me £500 to fix it. So that's where we're at. That's the other car. I'll show you that car in a minute. I might just be about to get run over. No, you can't park that there. Move away. She wants to run me over, and I think you've just got a sneak preview as to what the car is. So that one's a Metro. That's I'll do a video on that in the next few days. She wanted to run me over on my own drive. That's no good. Right, so without further ado, let's have a look at this car. So here it is. A nice 2600S. Now, it doesn't look too bad, and for £500, I mean, you can't really complain, can you? Obvious, usual SD1 parts don't look too bad. Will want a little bit, but nothing major. Arch lips aren't too bad. Sills again really good. Scuttle corners on this one are really good. Nothing wrong with those at all. And all across the windscreen surround and things like that. So that's all good. That can that'll go again. Interior on it's really nice. Seats, door cards, things like that are all in really good condition. Dashboard is pretty much unmarked. I'm going to get a new dash top for it, although that's probably not in my budget in the ethos of just fixing it up enough to use it. Where do you sit all the time? There. What do you look at? That. So to me it makes sense to make the interior a nice place to be. Back seat is much the same. It's got your standard fitment SD1 speaker covers in it, so they're all rotten and cracked and so on. Parcel shelf is a bit, yeah. Headlining is dead, wants a new one, but for now I'll clean it up. Sitting on a decent set of Vitesse alloys, which I'll keep for now. So it got delivered a couple of nights ago and I've done absolutely nothing to it so far. Only two of the doors open, both fronts that is, and that's about it really. So I have put a battery on it, which I need to actually add to the budget. £540 plus VAT I think it were. Helps having a wife that works at a car parts place. Vitesse spoiler, I'm going to keep it, even though it's a fiberglass one. It's held on really well at the moment. I'll want something doing. Bumpers are good. Now, when I put the battery on it, I tested all the electrics. All of the lights on the car work, apart from the number plate lights. Wipers don't, washers don't. Central locking tries, you can hear it. All the solenoids in the various doors clicking. But it doesn't really do much. None of the windows work. But again, you can hear everything clicking. Once again up. And it doesn't currently run. Now, I don't think there's too much wrong with it. I poured some fuel down the carbs and got it to cough. But I don't really want to run it too much until I've drained the oil, I've changed the cam belt, you know, get it a good service, new spark plugs, flush the coolant and so on. So the fact that the engine turns over is good enough for me for now. We've had mice, so obviously they need to be evicted if they're still in here. And there's a fair bit to do in there, but it's not bad. It's not a bad car. And I genuinely thought the days of £500 SD1s were over. Well, apparently not. So this weekend I'm going to clean the car, all of it. I mean, it's covered in years worth of dust. I'll be able to get a better list of what's needed after that. Oh, I should mention the clutch is stuck. You can put the car in gear, all the gears select, clutch pedal does absolutely nothing. So it's either the actual clutch is stuck or we've got a hydraulic problem, whichever, we'll sort that. I'll compile a full list this weekend. Conveniently, I got home from work today and there was a flyer from Rimmer Brothers been posted through the door, so someone over there's on the ball. After this weekend, I guess I'll have a better clue as to what's needed, but the mission statement, as it were, is to get this car running, driving, tidied up a bit, MOT'd and on the road for less than £1,000. That is where we're at. So follow me along on the journey, like and subscribe, comment down below, tell me I'm an idiot for buying another SD1. And the first part will be, I guess, when some parts arrive, maybe if I decide to do any work on it before then. Maybe if I try and get some lights working, I'll do a few videos on a bit of wiring. I'm not amazing at wiring, so that should be a good laugh. Until then, it'll stay here, get a wash, and I'll start thinking about things I can do to tidy it up a little bit. I'm going to tidy it up on a budget. I'm thinking things like painting the front spoiler silver again. I'm thinking painting the sill lip silver, because obviously the top sill lip below the door has been painted black along with the sill and it looks a bit weird. Touching up a few chips and rust bubbles and tapping the worst of that dent out. I don't know whether someone's painted black up the rear arch like that because they wanted it to look more like a Vitesse, but I approve. So I might buy some spats and put some spats on there. There's no rust behind it, so if I clean that up, that'll be fine. Clean up the arch lips possibly, paint those. Little bits to tidy the car up. Fit the rear spoiler a bit better, it'd be a good one, wouldn't it? And take that off. I don't intend to do any towing with this car, ever. So that can go. But yeah, as I say, like, subscribe, and I'll see you for part 1 of the work, I suppose, in the coming weeks. Thank you very much.